Judge Boasberg pressures DOJ over deportation flights. Sparks legal clash. Tomorrow marks the deadline set by Judge Boasberg for the Department of Justice, DOJ, to provide detailed answers regarding recent deportation flights. The judge has posed several key questions. What time did the planes depart U.S. soil? From which location did they take off? When did they exit U.S. airspace? And at what time did they land in a foreign country? With multiple inquiries demanding clear responses, the DOJ now faces heightened scrutiny over the weekend flights. Former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, appearing on Fox News, expressed strong opposition to the judge's request, arguing that he has no jurisdiction over such matters. She claimed that an unelected federal judge should not interfere in foreign policy or the Alien Enemies Act. According to Bondi, the administration's actions have resulted in greater national security by deporting individuals deemed threats. Legal analysts, however, strongly disagree. Glenn Kirschner, a former federal prosecutor, responded to Bondi's comments, emphasizing the fundamental legal principle that court orders must be followed, regardless of whether they are later found to be erroneous. Quoting a 1975 Supreme Court ruling, he underscored that failure to comply with judicial orders can result in criminal contempt charges. Kirschner criticized the DOJ's legal approach, arguing that their statements in court filings and hearings are both legally dubious and unprecedented. He noted that DOJ lawyers asserted in a written plea that the judiciary and executive branches are co-equal, and that the court's involvement in this matter should end. Such a statement, he argued, is highly inappropriate and disrespectful toward the judiciary. Judge Boasberg, who has extensive experience in national security cases, is carefully navigating the situation. While DOJ attorneys have attempted to invoke the state secrets doctrine to avoid providing details, Boasberg has instructed them to return with evidence justifying their secrecy claims. He appears to be methodically building a case to hold the administration accountable should they continue to defy the court's authority. This legal battle stems from the Trump administration's decision to deport a group of Venezuelan nationals, whom they claimed were gang members, to El Salvador. Despite these individuals not receiving due process in the U.S., critics argue that blindly accepting the administration's classification of individuals as criminals, without judicial oversight, sets a dangerous precedent. The broader concern is that this policy could lead to wrongful deportations, where individuals with legal rights to remain in the country are expelled based on unchecked executive decisions. Additionally, past ICE raids have mistakenly detained U.S. citizens and permanent residents, raising fears that an expanded deportation policy could sweep up innocent individuals. Amidst mounting legal and political tensions, Judge Boasberg remains committed to ensuring compliance with the law. His track record, which includes serving as Chief Judge of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court and overseeing the Alien Terrorist Removal Court, establishes him as a knowledgeable authority on deportation-related legal matters. Contrary to Trump's claims that Boasberg is a left-wing radical, he was originally appointed by President George W. Bush and later elevated under Chief Justice John Roberts. As the legal proceedings unfold, the DOJ attorneys find themselves in an increasingly difficult position. Boasberg's strategic approach suggests that he is laying the groundwork for potential contempt charges against the administration should they continue their defiance. This case is significant because it marks one of the first instances in which the Trump administration has openly refused to comply with a judicial order. The outcome will likely have major implications, testing the limits of executive authority and the judiciary's power to enforce its rulings. With more hearings scheduled, the legal battle between the DOJ and Judge Boasberg continues to escalate, with potential repercussions for immigration policy and the broader rule of law in the U.S.